Hello, this best practice process is a part of the 5 CRM best practices for Unsightly blog article. If you haven't already read the article, part 1, or visited this community post here in the Help Center, please review the links below before proceeding with this video here, Advanced Security. We have a few ways to manage Unsightly user logins. So go to the Security and Compliance page. First, for all plans, we have the option to perform a simple password reset. And then next, for the paid plans, we have a single sign-on integration with Microsoft Azure Active Directory or Microsoft Azure AD and Office 365. And if we want advanced login security with features like two-factor authentication, we have a single sign-on integration with G Suite, formerly known as Google Apps for Work. And finally, on the Unsightly Enterprise plan, we have SAML-based single sign-on through an identity provider like OneLogin, Microsoft Azure AD, G Suite, or another identity provider compatible with SAML-based single sign-on. And this service also provides advanced security features too, like two-factor authentication. So let's talk about how these features work and what the advantages and disadvantages are. So first, the standard login. How to log into Unsightly. So here you can use your username and password to log in. No two-factor authentication required. No security alerts for risky sign-ins. Nothing like that for the login. To reset your password, here we go to the login page, select forget password. We follow the prompts. We get an email with a link to choose a new password. And then that's it. Doesn't enforce strong passwords, doesn't enforce recurring password updates. It's very basic. Next, how does the Microsoft Azure AD or Office 365 single sign-on work? If we have the single sign-on service set up with Microsoft Azure AD and Office 365, users can quickly log into Unsightly through their Azure AD Access panel or Office 365 portal. And they can go to the Unsightly login page. Where is it at? Here. And click on the Sign In with Microsoft Office 365 button here to quickly log in. If users only have Office 365, users can also quickly log into Unsightly by clicking on this button. So it works even without the Azure AD integrated. So all these login methods let users log into Unsightly without typing their username and password. But can users log into Unsightly without authenticating with their Microsoft Azure AD or Office 365 accounts first? The answer is yes. Unsightly does not require users to authenticate with their Microsoft account in order to authenticate with their Unsightly account. Therefore, we won't be able to apply any advanced security protocols like two-factor authentication on our users' accounts logging into Unsightly. Bottom line, those login methods make it faster for users to log in. It's all about convenience, not advanced security. So how does the Unsightly and G Suite integration work? Well, if users try to log in here, Unsightly is going to require them to log in or authenticate through their G Suite account instead, which then authenticates with your Unsightly account, allowing you to log in. This is great because we can apply advanced security protocols on our users' accounts using G Suite's security features. As noted in part 1 of the article, Unsightly CRM, scroll down. So here we have advanced securities. And here are all of the features that G Suite offers, and Microsoft Azure AD. But we'll talk about how to get access to these security benefits with Unsightly a little next. So here with G Suite single sign-on integration, you can get two-factor authentication, enforce strong passwords, risky sign-in alerts, etc. But the main disadvantage with G Suite and Unsightly is that, in regard to security, is that you need to link your G Suite account with Unsightly when you first create your Unsightly account. So if you're already using Unsightly, you cannot connect with a G Suite account and get these benefits. That won't work. You would need to create a new Unsightly account, link your G Suite account to the new Unsightly account, and migrate your existing Unsightly data to the new Unsightly account. So this is only in regard to security. If you want to use the Unsightly sidebar for Gmail, Google Drive integration, Google Calendar integration, contact sync, all of that will work. But again, in regard to security, that is the process that you need to take in order to get access, in order to integrate with G Suite's single sign-on service. So lastly, we have SAML-based single sign-on. Here you can set up similar G Suite security benefits, and you can connect with several identity providers compatible with a SAML-based single sign-on service, even if you already have an existing Sightly account. So with this feature, you have more flexibility with what, how, and when you implement advanced security features. It's not like G Suite, where you have to link Unsightly with G Suite when you first create your Unsightly account. Also to note, G Suite and Microsoft Azure AD both function as identity providers too, similar to LastPass, Okta, or OneLogin. But if you need advanced security features with Unsightly and your Microsoft products, do not rely on Unsightly's single sign-on integration with Microsoft alone. You'll need the SAML-based single sign-on service and set up Microsoft Azure AD as an identity provider. And that's how you get access to these security features with Unsightly. So let's move on to setting up the best practice process. For this example, we'll perform a password reset, just like I showed you here. Okay. But afterwards, we'll talk more about how this can be used with G Suite or SAML-based single sign-on integrations. Okay, so we have a password reset task. So we go to our software support project. Activities. And then we have 3 reset password tasks assigned to different users. It repeats every 3 months or 90 days. And again, a task is created and assigned to every Unsightly user. The only thing the user needs to do is reset their password, which has a help article link here so that you can go to this page. Okay. And then create a strong password and store the login credentials. So I provide you another link to a Google help page. Okay. So the user will refer to these articles to help create and store the password. When the user gets back into Unsightly after performing the task, they will complete the task. And lastly, I created a report to show you as an administrator or system owner what users have an overdue password reset task. And this will remind you, and then you can use this to remind users to change their password. And a screenshot of this report here to learn how to build it and Unsightly can be found here in the community post there. So it has all the filters and operators and values. And if you have any users that are not using G Suite or SAML-based single sign-on to authenticate with Unsightly, I highly recommend using this task for those users to ensure passwords are up to date at least once every 90 days. And if you already have an integration with G Suite or an identity provider, and all your advanced security protocols are implemented effectively and automated, you still need to keep an eye on suspicious activity. Are users using the company approved network connection to access their account? You need to update shared apps, update shared passwords, etc. So you may want to create a few recurring scheduled tasks for yourself to maintain constant control and oversight over your users' login access and activities. So this concludes the advanced security best practice process. If you need more information about these authentication methods, you have Unsightly how-to articles. If you need more information from there, you can contact me or Unsightly support here on the community. And you have my contact information below as well. If you saw a lot of value in this content and want to see more like this in the future, then make a donation to my YouTube channel using the donation link below. Your donations are going to help fund me so I can invest more of my time creating high quality content. And subscribe to my channel too. Thank you very much for watching.